some more excitement to your celebration? Try barbecue and sour cream and onion flavored Lay's potato chips. There's never a dud.
How can a major potato chip producer like the Frito-Lay Company fulfill such a claim? And when we open a bag of chips, how can we expect consistent appearance and taste? Whether you're manufacturing potato chips or any other product, a key ingredient of quality and reliability is sampling. Outside a Frito-Lay plant, like this one in Killingly, Connecticut, the sampling process begins as soon as a truckload of potatoes pulls up to the receiving dock. Willie has driven this load in from Florida. Once he checks in, the receiving department has to decide whether to accept the shipment. Every truckload carries about 45,000 pounds of potatoes, so the inspectors can't look at every one. Instead, they take 5 samples, filling 30-pound buckets at 5 different points down the length of the truck.
Okay, let's go.
Looking at every potato would be impractical, and it would also produce too many mistakes due to human error. Frito-Lay can get better information by studying the 150-pound sample. First step, the inspector randomly selects 40 pounds of potatoes and punches a core through each one. The hole down the middle will make it possible to spot the samples when they undergo a cooking test. Now 10 more pounds are set aside, leaving an even 100 pounds on the table. The inspector searches for internal defects, green edges, mechanical damage, and other flaws. The defects are weighed, and if the sample percentage is too large, the whole load must be rejected. Meanwhile, Rita has peeled the cooking samples, so she can toss them directly into the slicing machines. Thanks to the telltale holes, the sample chips can be distinguished from all the other ruffles coming down the line. Rita plucks them out and hands them over for testing at a mini laboratory right on the plant floor.
I would have got here early, but they had to put alternate on my truck. Yeah.
Willie is still waiting for the verdict. Less than 45 minutes have elapsed, but Rita has the results from the cook sample and the inspection data. Everything meets specs, so based on a sample, Frito-Lay will accept Willie's shipment.
Nice lot of potatoes. You can go ahead, weigh up, put your truck on for number 2.
A hydraulic platform lifts Willie's truck, and this lot of potatoes is on its way. Precise sampling procedures using just 150 pounds of potatoes enable the receiving department to approve the entire 45,000-pound shipment. After washing, potatoes tumble into the peeler and then into the slicer. Drums like this spin inside the slicer, forcing potatoes against the blades. A serrated blade makes ridges for ruffles, while a straight one cuts regular chips. Out of the slicer and into the fryer, hot oil and a little salt turn the potato slices into finished ruffles. Once every 15 minutes, Karen collects 3 samples of the ruffles for quality control analysis. She divides up the samples for a series of tests. Appearance defects are measured. Spectral analysis determines if the chips have been cooked to the proper golden color. Part of the sample is put into solution to measure salt content. To create the solution, chips have to be ground up. That's another advantage of sampling. If every chip were tested this way, there'd be none left to sell. Karen's supervisor gathers a sample of 10 uncooked ruffle slices and measures their thickness. She tracks all the tests on a control chart, a time series record of sample data. Taking samples frequently allows the staff to adjust the production process before problems become serious. The cooked chips cruise out of the production area and into packaging. A few ounces fall into each of these automated bins. When the bins add up to the proper package weight, the chips are released. Packages are stamped with the plant number and other coded data. The actual filling process is hard to see for our ruffles. Doritos, with their transparent bags, are easier to follow. Rigorous sampling procedure is as important in packaging as in production. Here, an inspector measures a sample of 4 bags to make sure the net weight is satisfactory. Even when they've been tucked into shipping cartons, the ruffles are still subject to sampling. It's crucial to make sure no underweight packages leave the plant. So cartons are randomly selected off the packaging lines for a final check. Before they're loaded onto trucks and driven to Frito-Lay distribution centers. And even after the local route trucks make deliveries to supermarkets and corner groceries, Frito-Lay continues to rely on sampling. All across the country, professional shoppers go out each week to purchase 2 bags of every product with different code dates. These Ruffles and the other shopper samples are sent to company headquarters in Dallas for testing and comparison.
Hi, how are you?
On all packages of Ruffles and the other Frito-Lay potato chip products, you'll find a list of ingredients. The only one missing is the most essential ingredient in the recipe: proper sampling.